Hi there, everyone. Welcome to your closing session. I'm just popping in to say goodbye and mostly to thank you for being here for the whole weekend. It is a amazing event. Every time I get here, I always do film this last. Actually, I like to have a good grasp as to what the whole event to see it come together is quite amazing. At the very end, all I can say typically is that, oh my gosh, this was a lot of projects. And I'm so grateful for Erica Serwin, who helps with the designing, and then also my assistant, Michelle Litwiller. She helps with the designing as well, and then also my own self. We spend, oh gosh, we start weeks and weeks and weeks ahead of time trying to give you projects that are just not cute. Of course, they're cute, but we want to give you projects that you can actually use in your business. And so when you come here, you are investing. I absolutely know that you are investing in your business. If you bought the Make and Take packet or if you are just watching online, you are investing so much time and money. And I truly believe that it is so valuable, the classes that are there, and just in that alone, it can help you make your business so much easier. We want you to copy these projects. This is what Creative Convention is. Sometimes people will say, is it okay if I use one of those classes as one of my classes? And I was like, yeah, that's what you paid for. That's what you do this for. When we design those, it's so you can use them. Now, we do ask that you do not sell our tutorials. That is just, you shouldn't, because it has our name on it and my logo, and you don't want to do that. So what you should do is copy the class. It's good to make the cards, and you need to make the cards, and then snap your pictures. If you, obviously, those of you who are doing live, you can absolutely print the instructions, and if you want to put them out the table or something. But if you're online, you really should be if you are selling those classes, then you need to make sure you're doing your own tutorials, your own pictures, and so forth. Other than that, you use them, use them, use them. It may even be a class that you decide to use the exact same class, but maybe just change it a little bit. Like the birthday one I did. If you just change the blends colors, it looks like a whole totally different class. So that's what they're here for. I think we counted, I don't know, over almost 60 different projects in within 2 days. And so we want to make your job easier. We want to make your hobby more fun. We want you to have a plethora of ideas of when you get down to your craft room that you can just be productive and just get all that done. So then you can spend more time on that email marketing that we talked about. You can, spend more time coming up with your cash and carry displays or booking some kit parties or planning your classes. I truly believe that through all the training that you got, through hearing Wendy Cranford's inspiration and everything else, that there is something for everyone in this convention, right down to just the projects. So hopefully every single one of you are leaving inspired and motivated. I do believe that there was something for everyone, but everything wasn't for someone. So keep that in mind. Don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed and think, oh my gosh, now I have to do all of these things. A lot of them do work together really nicely. They absolutely do. But don't feel the pressure that you think, okay, now I gotta do every single thing that's on here, every class that Rhonda talked about, and change everything, and that's not it either. So when you're here, and if you have gone through everything, which I think sometimes people start off really strong at the beginning, and then towards the end they kind of start to maybe not listen to everything. But if you made it all the way through, then just pick a few golden nuggets that you want to put into place. What do you want to put into practice? What do you want to tweak and change? Is there something you can add to what you're doing? Or for some of you, you might just be starting right from scratch. I hope that you trust and believe in the information that you heard this whole weekend. You are learning from not professionals. We're not like we're professional teachers. We are real people, just like you, doing our real jobs, and we love to see you succeed. And so it's just about sharing information that is gathered from experience, from lots of demonstrators' experience. So it's really important that you have faith and trust in what it is that you're hearing, and so then you can take action and you can implement it right away. And don't let your brain overthink things too much. Sometimes I will tease my helper Susan. So I don't. She might have been in one of the videos. She's always popping behind me. But Susan is, oh my gosh, I am so grateful for her. She's the one who made like the little bees on your pillow gift, and she is in here, and every single one of your packets, her hand was on it. Like, she helped me sort and cut. She came in a couple extra days over my break to be able to come in and help too. So very grateful for Susan. Anyway, Susan loves to help me in here because she's an overthinker. So when she's here, or when I'm giving her projects to do, she doesn't have to think. She just has to do it, and she loves to do it. But getting the projects, designed or planning, it just freezes her up. And so her personality is not one that I share. Like, we're opposites, which is why we work so good together. But I sometimes, like, I ask for her opinion a lot when I'm designing, because a lot of times she's the one who has to do the work behind it. So I'm like, is this okay? Or what do you think about this? And she does have a great eye for color. But anyway, the thing is, all of a sudden, her brain just starts thinking, and she's like, well, this, but this, but this, but this, but what about this? And this, I'm like, okay, stop, Susan. You're overthinking. Just move forward, take action. And that is who Erica Serwin and I both are. We work together, and we're both like, "Phew, let's go with it." And I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute. What about this detail? What about this detail? Wait a minute. Back up. We have this detail." So those are great traits. But what I don't want to do is, a lot of time, overthinkers become frozen in what they're doing. So when you trust what we have given you, that you don't have to overthink it. We've already thought it, we've already done it, we've already tweaked it, we've already changed it, we've already learned from the mistakes, we've already seen that it works, and so you just go do it. Email marketing works amazing wonders for your business. It is such a huge working tool, but it has to be effective. Like, you have to use it. You have to grow it and use it. You have to start it. I am floored. I have been floored over the last 11 years working with training clients. How many do not have an email list? And they just rely on Facebook or a blog. And I'm like, well, how do you drive them there? And like, well, they just come. Like, no, they don't just come. A few really loyal ones will, but could get so much more if you're driving traffic. So these are things that, this is why we're teaching it. It's not because Rhonda's thinking, oh, I want to talk about this. It's because, hey, I'm floored by how many of my training clients that are struggling, and their attendance is struggling, their sales are struggling, their online classes aren't working. And I'm like, okay, well, let's talk about your marketing. How often do you email? And they're like, I don't have an email list, or maybe once a month. And I'm like, well, hello. How do you expect people to know about what you're doing? Like, this is the solution to our problem. And ones that actually truly embrace it and make the change, it is mind-blowing what happens. So anyway, I discussed all that there, but these are the things that I want you to take action on. Gather these golden nuggets. Also know, I always like to say, because people who are also a little bit like me, we're not very patient. We like to get what we want right then. So it's hard to realize that there's a journey there. There's a lot of work, and it's fun. It's beautiful. What we do is so fun. So you have to remember that every single day as you're on that journey. So gather your golden nuggets. As always, we love it when you will post on our Facebook group what were the main things that you pulled from this training, all these different trainings that you had this weekend. Thank you for being a part of Creative Convention Online. We wouldn't have this without you. We love to see your growth, your fun, your excitement. Falling in love with the product is so important. And after using all of it and seeing the projects, I have fallen in love. And let me tell you what, even that ugly Saleabration paper is not so ugly anymore. Erica told me that was her goal for this month, was to convince me that paper was pretty, and she did. She kept sending me projects constantly. She loves it, and I am liking it. Am I in love with it? Not quite yet, but I'm definitely using it. I will use it in my classes. I have seen it now used pretty. So I'm grateful for Erica for that. So, anyway, thank you for being here. We are signing off. We're closing out. It's time to move on to our next event. We have retreats that are coming up. And actually, Erica and I are doing for the first time ever a live retreat together in San Antonio. So it's freezing here in Michigan. And I thought, what better way but to work and then do it in Texas, where it's warm, and also get to visit with my friend. So a lot of work, but we have fun working together, as you can tell. So anyway, thank you for being here. We will see you next time. Our next full weekend creative convention is in June, and it's with a new catalog, and it's one of our biggest, and it's so fun. Obviously, it's the same. You get 4 training sessions, 16 make and takes, guest speakers, prize patrols, wow projects, and more. So hopefully you'll join us for then. And until then, get working. Saleabration is the most amazing time of year. If you want the magic bullet, you want the magic pill, right now is the time. Saleabration produces results because people will spend more, people will buy more, people will buy the starter kit. Your team can grow, your sales can grow, but only if you get out there and put forth the effort. All right, have a great, great week. Have a great Saleabration, and I can't wait to hear your stories. Please always share with me. Bye-bye.